Meet Britain's age gap lovers.
When I met Marilyn, I was 16.
And I was 45.
They say love is blind, and that's true.
6 remarkable couples with age differences ranging from 28 years to more than 4 decades.
That's very nice, isn't it?
And they wouldn't have it any other way.
I do like having sex with him, and he does as much as he can.
At it like rabbits, you know.
Behave.
But is it selfish becoming a new dad when you're in your 70s?
Oh dear, that was a big one.
What are the sacrifices when you take on a bus-pass lover?
People have said to me, you're throwing your life away with an older guy who's got so many health problems.
And how does it feel to be the oldest swinger in town?
My favourite comment was off of Jardy, and he went, "You lucky, lucky bastard."
These are the age gap couples who are redefining the rules of love. Behind closed doors in Abergele in North Wales, some vigorous activity is taking place. 68-year-old pensioner Joan Lloyd starts each day with the same age-defying, keep fit routine.
This machine goes for your buttocks to keep it tight, your stomach, as long as you keep your stomach in while you're doing it. I am 69 next month, and I don't think age comes into it. If you start doing it from the bottom and working yourself up to the top, you'll feel younger as well.
Meanwhile, upstairs, her 29-year-old lover, Phil Absalom, has his own time-absorbing obsession.
Go! I've got the Wii drawer, the PlayStation drawer, and the Xbox drawer. I've even got a bin to put my lunch in.
Young gamer Phil also has a thing about older women.
My relationships have never been with young people. I've only probably ever been with one person that was at school that was the same age as me. Is it any different than a young female being with an older man?
But with a 38-year age gap, Phil has never had a girlfriend as old as Joan. After a 50-year marriage, she was widowed 4 years ago and became determined to find a new man who was as young as she feels.
I get on with young people. I wanted a toy boy. What I was going for was somebody that can make me laugh. He wouldn't make me feel as if I'm older, and say nice things that I haven't had for a while. So I decided I would go on Facebook. I got about 700 messages from guys. I got a bit fed up. They weren't what I wanted.
Then 68-year-old Joan caught the attention of 29-year-old Phil, who'd also been online.
When I first saw that picture, I was attracted to it, but I wanted to get deeper, so I messaged, and it all started from there.
I looked at him, I said, oh God, he's gorgeous. Ooh, wouldn't mind him.
And then Joan said, what do you think of me?
He answered me back and he said, you're lovely. I messaged him back, I seem to like you.
Joan wanted to find out whether this age gap internet romance was for real, so she and Phil arranged a meeting in a London hotel.
He walked in, my legs was like jelly. I thought, oh my God, he's the one I'm having. Even the tears come in my eyes. I thought, I've got the one I wanted.
Me and Joan had a kiss.
And ever since, we've done a lot of kissing. And a lot of cuddling.
Yeah, you and your cuddles.
And Joan and Phil aren't the only ones ignoring a 30-year age gap. Edna Martin is 78 years old and is a typical pensioner in lots of ways.
I'm knitting myself a winter jumper. It's a useful, productive exercise, and you end up with a totally original garment.
Hello, Dad.
Hello, darling. I know you've got your
Yes.
favourite pullover on.
Got my favourite pullover on.
At 39, husband Simon is exactly half her age.
Which is your favourite colour on there?
Well, I think it'd have to be this green. And then you've got this very nice pink as well. And you've got the bright red and yellow. There's got lovely little hearts on as well. And my music notes.
When they met, Edna was a pensioner divorcee with 3 grandchildren. Her own children are all older than Simon.
That's very nice, isn't it? Jeez.
Simon was 30 and still lived at home with his parents.
I'd never had any experience with any girl at all. I knew that I liked ladies, but I hadn't had any success in any way.
It was a shared passion for the organ that brought them together.
Simon knows very well how to reduce me to a trembling jelly when he plays the organ, and he'll no doubt do that before we leave. I'd heard a lot about Simon moving in the organ world, and people had said to me varying things like that funny little man Simon Martin, and I didn't quite know whether they meant he was an amusing little man or whether there was something odd about him, or perhaps both, and I was quite intrigued. Si?
Yes, fellow?
Do you think you'd like to give it a bit of ABBA?
When their paths eventually crossed, the attraction was instant.
Eventually, moving in the same circles, of course, we banged together. That was it. Love at first sight.
Yes, it was literally love at first sight.
I said to him, let's nip out, quick. And we went in under the pier, and that's where we had our first kiss.
Yes.
And then we rushed back to the concert and tried to pretend that everything was calm.
Older women are becoming increasingly confident in pursuing relationships with youthful men. But how young is too young? At 53, Marilyn is more than twice as old as her 24-year-old husband, William. But his age when they first met led to raised eyebrows.
When I met Marilyn, I was 16.
And I was 45.
Yeah.
Back then, William was just a friend of the family, but he always had feelings for Marilyn.
I liked her straight away, but obviously I was only 16. She was 45. Never in a million years is that ever going to happen, so you forget about it.
And I used to look at other 16-year-olds and I think, it's not like them. He always acts older than more mature than a almost 16-year-old.
Marilyn suffers from ME, a condition which often leaves her exhausted and housebound. During one particularly bad episode, William was paying a visit. Simmering emotions came to the surface.
It was about a year before anything happened between us. I was laying on the bed and I had an ME attack. He came in and he goes, "What's the matter? Why are you like that?" And I had difficulty in getting out of the bed. And he sort of leaned forward to sort of lift me up so I could sit up. And at the precise moment we kissed. It just, you know, I didn't go for it, he didn't go for it, it just happened, you know, one of those moments.
I was waiting for a slap, to be honest.
William was barely legal when they first got together, but according to Marilyn, he was old enough.
16 is a legal age, isn't it? May not be doing it for many generations and getting away with it. And when a woman does it, it's classed like, oh, she's a dirty old woman, she was a young boy. And I don't see it like that.
Our couples might have embraced the age gap, but what about their friends and family? Coming up, the in-laws who are younger than their son-in-law.
You sort of think, oh my goodness, how much time has she got with this man, you know, because he's that old already. I didn't know where her life was going to go.
Kate and Gary have a 29-year age gap and are no strangers to family conflict.
Chin chin.
Darren is Gary's youngest son and went to school with his new stepmum.
I met Kate at school when I was about 13. All the lads were quite interested in her because it was sort of known that she did modelling and stuff like that.
I only remember you about on a BMX. I don't think I even heard your voice until after high school.
It'd have been funnier if I'd have already been there and I'd have been like...
Oh my God, no it wouldn't. That
like,
is so messed
Dad
up.
just stirring my porridge.
Honestly.
Gary first met Kate in a bar when she was just 18. They were both in other relationships.
There was a birthday party on and all that, and I just sort of...
I was actually DJing, and we just got chatting because you bought everyone a drink, basically. I wasn't thinking romantically, that's for sure.
More mates, weren't we, for ages?
Oh yeah, definitely.
But when both called time on their respective relationships, their friendship blossomed into love. Kate moved in with Gary, but his sons were there too, and it was a recipe for disaster.
It was bad timing when I came in more than anything. They saw the breakup of their parents' marriage and me come in straight away. And both of the lads are both strong-minded. It's one of those no one's going to back down situations.
There was a little bit of surprise when I walked in and saw Kate in my house because I've recognised her from school and that. It was a bit shaky at the start, to be honest. Me and Kate didn't quite get on as well as we could have.
I made a casserole and your dad put it outside in the rain. Just very childish stuff, but hey.
I was probably a little bit too immature to take it at first. If there was ever a problem between us, we'd never had a conversation to sort it out. It always went from Kate to my dad to me and sort of started fights a bit.
It was a full 18 months before the former schoolmates resolved their family feud.
I think it took them realising that we were actually in love. We weren't messing around. We weren't messing around. It was for real, and we wanted to be together for forever. We get on a lot better now, obviously. The whole fact that we're speaking civilly. It's nice to be able to have a giggle.
But it's clear age gap love can put a serious strain on family relationships. Meet Mike Armitage. He's landlord at the White Lion pub in the village of Ash in Surrey.
How are we doing? Loads of food? Good, good. Keep going, keep going.
He's well known to locals for having a non-stop lifestyle and for being surprisingly sprightly for a 74-year-old.
How many more unicorns to go, Bob? Two.
Mike's passionate about an archetypal pensioner pastime. He organises local pigeon races from his pub's backyard.
When people say it's an old man's sport, there's quite a few women race pigeons, by the way. And even the Queen races pigeons.
Are they all going in the same way?
33-year-old Lindsay has also become an enthusiast.
Never knew about pigeon racing before, so I found it quite fascinating. And when I got to know all about it, I got really interested in it and got my own pigeons.
Lindsay is young enough to be Mike's granddaughter, but they've been husband and wife for the past 6 years. The pair first got together when she was 22 and he was 63.
I started working in the pub because I'd just been through a breakup and I didn't want to spend sort of every night on my own, so Mike offered me some bar work, and then you was going through a divorce at the same time, weren't you?
Yeah.
So we used to sort of talk to each other about our situations, and after us spending time together, we drew closer, and I think I just looked at him one day and thought, I really love you. People that have said to me, oh, you're throwing your life away with an older man. If I get one chance of happiness in my life, whether that lasts a year, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, I'm going to grab it with both hands.
But Lindsay's parents were not happy.
When we found out how old Mike was, we were really shocked because, you know, Lindsay was quite young at that time. You sort of think, oh my goodness, how much time has she got with this man, you know, because he's that old already. Are they going to have children? And I didn't know where her life was going to go.
I just remember my mum getting really upset and crying. And my mum said, oh, he's old enough to be your grandfather and he's old enough to be my dad. And I said, I know what you're saying. I said, but you haven't met him. You don't know what he's like. I said, I do. And it's not like that.
I think she found it hard to find the right time to come and tell us.
It was tough for Lindsay, but next it was Mike's turn to face the music.
When I got the phone call from Lindsay's mum, I knew in my own mind it wouldn't be a nice phone call. I was expecting the phone call. And she did go into me.
She sort of shouted down the phone, what colour eyes has she got? And Mike didn't know.
I said, tell me you love her. I said, tell me what colour eyes she's got, because if you really love her, you'd know that. And he went, I don't. I said, well, you better next time I meet you.
When Mike and Lindsay became husband and wife in 2007, her parents, Paul and Judith, found themselves in the unusual position of being 20 years younger than their son-in-law.
We've just got used to the age. We don't even think about the age anymore. That's it. He's just my son-in-law and does what he's told.
We're here.
Why isn't it working?
No? That's it.
Right, here we are, Mrs. Perry. We're here, and we're going. Yeah. Oh, this is amazing.
Wow.
76-year-old Pete and 39-year-old Nikki from Stevenage are self-confessed hippies.
Oh, blimey.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Yeah.
Blimey. Hello.
Need to take the camera for a little while.
Wow. Yeah, go on. Oh.
Oh, well, he's gone now. It is very spiritual, isn't it? Because you're part of nature.
Pete has been into flower power ever since the swinging 60s. But Nikki wasn't even born until the glam rock 70s. They met because Nikki was a friend of Pete's daughter, Deborah.
Deborah said to her, you've got to meet my dad, you'll love him.
It was purely for advice, yeah, spiritual advice.
And I saw Deborah come through the gate and I saw Nikki. And as soon as I saw Nikki, it went through my head, this is the person I've been waiting for. It was love at first sight, there's no doubt about that. I knew that I was in love with this woman. But I didn't really want to admit it to myself because one thing, I was married. Another thing, she was my daughter's friend. And then, as an afterthought, I thought, hang on, yeah, in years, she's 37 years younger than me. It's like, you know. We tried to not let it develop. We just tried to remain friends.
But despite Pete being married and the 37-year age gap, the couple eventually got together.
Well, I decided I wanted to move in with Nikki, and Nikki said, yes, I'd love that, you know. And so I actually took the bull by the horns and told my wife I'm moving in with Nikki. She more or less said, we'll go then, and sort of helped me pack. And I got a taxi and moved in with Nikki that night. Certainly, she's very pretty and attractive, I think. And I find her sexy.
He really is a lovely person. A gentle soul. Yeah.
I love you.
Pete and Nikki married in 2009.
We said it was going to be a hippie wedding, but you dress up the way you feel appropriate. You can either be a hippie or you can be a fairy tale character or just come as you are.
It really was wonderful. I was crying a lot, but tears of joy.
The registrar was concerned, wasn't she?
Yeah.
She wondered why she was crying. And when Nikki explained that it's tears of happiness, oh, that's all right.
Yeah.
She said.
But it's not always easy when there are 30 years between you. Marilyn and William first met when he was just 16, and their intergenerational love has come at a heavy price.
Quickly, my friends all disappeared. It's like they all turned their back on me. Every last one of them.
But opposition to their relationship from friends and family was nothing compared to the reaction of local people.
It's like society rejected us. No one wanted to be within 5 feet of us. It was like almost we had this disease and they would catch it.
We're just two normal people that fell in love with each other, just with an age gap. So we used to shout out Pedophile and Granny Shagger and nasty comments, that's dirty, that is wrong what you're doing, that sort of thing.
I was walking along here and I got jumped and someone proper done me over because of being with her.
A few times I've had to call the police. So even if we walk now and someone was to give us a smile or something, we will just ignore it and keep on walking, you know, because that's how they made us feel, you know, that we were hated.
They're not alone. Pete and Nikki have also suffered for their love, with the abuse coming from the most unexpected of people.
Elderly couples, the women mainly, would look like that. Sometimes they'd even bump into her, like deliberately on, you know, as though it was an accident.
Sometimes I would get a look of, oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done that, and sometimes I wouldn't. I get a really nasty look given to me, and they'll carry on walking on, and as I say, how dare she challenge me?
We don't judge other people, so why would they judge us?
The outside world can continue to judge these couples, but behind closed doors, what about their bedroom secrets?
I was wondering if that question might come up.
Is their sex life affected by my problems?
Excuse me. You'll say no comment, thank you. No, it's fine.
Conventional wisdom suggests sex might be a problem for people of a certain age. But what's the reality?
Being younger or older doesn't affect things in the bedroom.
At it like rabbits, you know.
Behave.
I don't know. That kind of, if you get older, that your sex drive disappears completely. It's nonsense.
You've definitely got no problems now, have you?
No, no problem. No, of course I haven't, no.
Your sex drive's probably bigger than mine at the moment.
Yeah.
Maybe it's improved it because it's not so much a rush.
Joan's like a Formula 1 racing car. Joan does too much exercises and then that just goes into the rest of her body.
Yeah, I did think that. Oh, maybe he doesn't, I'm going to have to take the lead here or something, but no. For me, it was, wow.
It turned out all right then.
Well, you've got to have a sense of humour about something like sex because, I mean, it is a ridiculous thing anyway.
I do like having sex with him, and he does as much as he can.
This is only Joan's second ever relationship. Her first partner was David, who she was with from the age of 17.
We were married for 50 years, and I have 4 children.
4 years ago, David became critically ill with liver cancer. On his deathbed, he made a remarkable request.
He said to me, right, I want you to get good boobs now, I mean it, and get yourself a lovely toy boy. And I'll be looking down at you, smiling, and say, good for you, Joan, and I want you to write it down. He made me write it in front of him and sign it.
So 2 years ago, Joan had a breast enlargement.
Before the operation, I had a child's bra, and after the operation, I went to a 43F.
Joan is so happy with the results of her cosmetic surgery that she is now considering going back under the knife.
I'm thinking about going bigger. I would like to know if my surgeon would give me an idea and what he thinks that it's good or it's not good, or I should stay as I am.
But boyfriend Phil has different ideas.
Joan doesn't need to go bigger. I'll listen to the advice and then we'll talk about it. But it's generally down to Joan, but I'm hoping deep down, no.
Surgeon Kevin Hancock believes that although cosmetic procedures on mature patients need to be carefully considered, he has no regrets about operating on Joan.
Obviously, it's slightly unusual for someone at Joan's age to be seeking breast augmentation, but I think I can probably put my hand on my heart and say that, having said that I was cautious, I've got very few patients who are as happy as Joan is.
Would you like to come on through?
Yes. Yeah.
Mr. Hancock hasn't seen Joan for more than 2 years. She's hoping his advice can help make up her mind once and for all.
The first time that you came to see me, I said to you, bring some pictures and show me what you want to look like. And
I think it was Lucy Pinder.
That was Lucy Pinder
Yes,
that
right,
you showed me before.
Yeah.
Just tell me gently the difference that it's made.
I've been so happy. It's changed my life completely.
So perhaps the best thing is if we pop you up on the couch now and just have a little look to see how things are. Can I just get you to slip your gown off, Joan? Mm-hmm. And we'll just measure you up a little bit. So just as we did before.
Yeah.
Okay. Even at this size, they're quite heavy. Mm. And so an implant, when you're a bit slack like this, won't lift you up.
No.
Mr. Hancock has seen enough and has reached his conclusion.
Everything is nice and soft. Your implants are nice and soft. They are just beginning to stretch things a bit, but at this stage I would say probably you're better to stay the size you are than to think about going bigger.
Told you.
I don't know what your thoughts are about that.
I didn't want, Joan keeps saying I want to go bigger, I went, don't go bigger. I I keep telling her not to go think about it. I just said it's not worth it.
Come here, you. Let's have a look at your foot. And she hurt herself. No, I think she's all right. Go on.
58-year-old Gary and 29-year-old Kate have decided not to start a family.
No, these are definitely my babies. I wouldn't want to have children and have to just stay at home and do nothing and take care of little children. Just not for me at all.
I'm blessed with both, so it doesn't really matter. I've got kids.
And I'm blessed with only one, and I'm happy for it.
And they're not alone.
I kept saying to him, you won't have any children and you need to go away, basically. I didn't want him to, but I did my best to convince him to go away, but thank God he didn't.
No, it wasn't really a big issue for me, to be honest. I'm OK with that. I know I'm not going to have children, and I'm OK with that. It's not a big problem for me.
His initial words was, if I can't have children with you, I don't want children with no one.
Precisely.
Well, how much did they say it is to bring up a kid now?
Oh, it's quite a...
Nearly $500,000, isn't it? To bring up a kid. $500,000, oh God, what can I do with that?
But one of our couples is taking a different route.
If you come this way, I'll show you our new arrival, Lexi. So come this way, please. Here she is. There's our Lexi. Hello, Lexi. Hi.
Lexi is 8 weeks old and has an older brother, Paul, who's just 3. 74-year-old Mike has 5 adult children from 2 previous relationships. His eldest child is 52.
I was fortunate enough to see her arrive, and the great thing about it was I could cut the cord and I could handle her straight after she was born. Because in my days, in the 50s and 60s, the man had to always get out the way. The other way is go put the kettle on. And I just can't believe what I missed before, so I've had a second chance.
But being a new dad raises uncertainties for 74-year-old Mike.
Who's to say how long I'm going to live? No one knows, especially nowadays. People are living longer. Lindsay thinks I'll live to be 100, so she keeps saying that. When these people say, well, it's ridiculous and all that type of thing, they haven't got a clue.
We talked about all these things, didn't we? What if you weren't here?
Yeah.
But then what if I wasn't here, and who knows how long they've got on this planet?
We discussed it, we went through it all. Oh dear, that was a big one. I'm not in the knacker's yard yet. I don't think I will be for a long time.
Let's watch this.
There we go, let's have a look here, darling. Oh yeah, not so bad, are you?
This is Mike's first ever attempt to change Lexi's nappy.
Are you laughing at Daddy?
Under the watchful eye of his 33-year-old wife.
Do you want some help?
I want to find out what it's sitting on. I've got to...
It's there.
That's it, yeah. That was a bit funny. What are you laughing at? Daddy knows what he's doing.
How do you think you did then?
Not too bad, but not too good. There you go. You're all done now, aren't you? Hey. Let's come the wrong way around,
You
Danny.
missed one there.
You are. You have your dinner.
Mike passionately believes staying fit will keep him around long enough to see his children grow up. But the issue of old age causing failing health is never too far away from our couple's minds.
I've been using this walking gadget for about 2 years. Even if I feel I can walk without it, I'm likely to fall over, which is not a delight. My own increasing lack of mobility is quite difficult and can cause immense frustration, to say the least.
Yes.
But basically, I want to go up and roll about on the grass on the top of mountains and run around the hills and stuff like that.
And despite being 39 years younger than Edna, Simon has his own health problems.
I have physical disabilities, things like a smaller heart and kidneys and things like that. It means that my body has aged faster and probably have a shorter lifespan than most people of my age might expect.
Dan Laurel, pang.
Right.
How's that? That can't be bad.
Oh, I didn't bad at all.
Can't be bad value, can it?
With Simon's health difficulties, I feel that our lifespan will be approximate to each other. So
Yeah.
I'm not leaving without him.
Yeah, I don't think I'm likely to make old bones. Do you?
I've
Mother?
made the old bones and they're not worth having a lot of them. I think I'll give him a surprise.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Is that all right?
I think that's really unusual.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
All right.
We'll just keep going as long as we can, won't we, Mother?
And devil take the hindermost.
Exactly.
You're too young to know that expression, aren't you? Do you like that?
Get north, south, east and west on that. That's lovely, that is.
Well, you'll be able to know which way's up then, won't you?
Oh, it's lovely, Beth. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
Just a year after 76-year-old Pete and 39-year-old Nikki got together, he suddenly collapsed.
He looked very ill, very white, just about alive, and that hit home big time. And he just about pulled through.
I mean, it was a really bad heart attack, and they were half expecting me to go. And then when I woke up and Nikki was there, I thought, this is what's pulled me through, is my love for Nikki. So I really do owe her my life.
Cry me eyes out.
Should never be ashamed of that, should you? No.
Nikki gave up her career as a nurse to become Pete's full-time carer.
Let me get that. Oh.
Oh, careful, careful.
Yeah. Oh. A bit of a rest. Here you go, I'll be the foreman for a little while. Shall I?
Pete may have serious health issues, but Nikki has no regrets about being in an age gap relationship.
People have said to me, you're throwing your life away, you know, being with an older guy who's got so many health problems. I've already had that said to me from members of my own family, actually. But, you know, it could be another 10 years like I have with him, you know, another 20 years, I don't know. Feeling better?
Yes, thanks, much better.
Yeah.
74-year-old Mike is giving his wife Lindsay a break by taking care of their baby daughter Lexi. He would never have imagined becoming a dad at this age when he was a teenager starting work on the docks in Hull.
There's a photograph of goes back a long way. 1956, would you believe, when I was an apprentice in the shipyard. I was 17. He was a great friend of mine. But unfortunately, he's got dementia, lives in a home. Reason to believe he's not well at all. If I didn't have what I've got in my life, I feel sure that I wouldn't be the same person, in health-wise, and even, I think he would deteriorate. To think, I'm 74 and I've just become a dad of a beautiful daughter. And actually, she's 8 weeks old today. It's amazing, it really is. Very lucky man. There you go. All ready. Yeah, hey?
Hola. No fighting, no fighting.
58-year-old Gary and his young wife Kate have come to the party capital of the world, Ibiza, to say goodbye to her 20s. Tonight, they're hitting the clubs to celebrate her 30th.
Party time, basically. Go out to Hooker Up or wherever, get some drinks down us before going to Es Paradis.
If it's a good vibe, I will get up and have a boogie. And failing that, I'll just watch everyone else dance.
What do you think?
Yeah, you're cool.
Doable?
Yeah, you're doable.
Gary's an Ibiza regular, but he's aware that he's twice the age of most of his fellow ravers.
I sometimes do feel too old in certain clubs. It's a split-second thing how you can become paranoid. They might be laughing or thinking, look at him having a good time, but you get a vibe or you clock it wrong and that's it, your head goes. I think someone's laughing at me, it brings me down.
You do get people who don't just glance at you, they like kind of stare a bit, and I think, is it that different? Take a picture, it'll last longer. God, what time is it? Is it what, like
I'll
4:30?
let you know it's about 4:30.
I'm going to change out of my soggy clothes and wait for Razza to make me a lovely cup of tea.
And sit on the balcony and have a brew.
Yeah.
Honest, I love a brew.
Abergele in North Wales, and 68-year-old Joan is on a mission to stay forever young for her toy boy Phil. Which for her means regular visits to the local suntan salon.
Having a tan, it makes you feel younger. You know, you get that people looking at you saying, have you been away, you know? But I say, no. She said, oh, I'd love to have a tan like that. I said, well, you can go to the sunbed, you know.
But however hard Joan works at looking young and sexy for her toy boy, in the first few months of their relationship, she was unsure it would last.
I would think, is he going to go away? Is he going to leave me? And I was so insecure. And I thought, am I too old for him?
So Joan went behind Phil's back.
I did have a word with his mum, and she said, look, he's so much in love with you. I've never seen him like this. Don't ever think he's going to leave you.
We've had people try and split us up. There's a lot of jealous people out there. Me and Joan's happy. And as long as we're happy, you're not splitting us up.
The couple have now been together for 18 months and feel they've proved all their doubters wrong. They do everything together, including topping up their tans.
If someone says to you that they don't use sunbed to look good, they're lying. Come on, you look better if you've got a bit of a tan. If you look pale, you look ill. That ain't a good sign.
Oh, I like Phil coming to the sunbed. With the tan, he looks very sexy. Very, very sexy. When we walk out together with our nice tan, he looks great. I'm with him, but he is sexy.
Back in Ibiza, it's the day after club night. 58-year-old Gary knows to keep on partying with his young wife, he has to accept he's always likely to be the oldest swinger in town.
I've learnt to deal with it this year. It's all been in my mind. And if someone's laughing, they might be laughing and going, go on, look at him.
Yeah.
You know, he's
Thinking
still on
what
it.
a fab thing it is.
And not like the other way, how your head can go.
I'm always proud to be with you. I've never felt any different, and I don't see why it would change, to be honest with you. It's just, I'm proud to show people how happy I am. I think that's the main thing, really, isn't it?
It's about having a good time, feeling good.
Yeah.
Feeling good with your partner, who I love very much. I'm not going to go on a cruise and stuff like that. That's not me. In fact, I'll come here if I'm on a Zimmer frame.
Despite being the older one in the relationship, it's 68-year-old Joan who looks after her 29-year-old toy boy. Phil has epilepsy and needs to live with someone he trusts in case he has a seizure.
I found out I had epilepsy at 18. I couldn't get my head around it. I have to be around someone more or less 24/7. Joan's a lifesaver, and it's good to have a next nurse because she doesn't panic when I have a fit. It's not automatically ringing an ambulance straight away if I'm not having a bad one.
Previous partners closer to his own age couldn't handle his condition.
My relationships have been terrible because they say they can handle it, and deep down they can't. If I didn't meet someone like Joan, I was going to be single for the rest of my life. My mum's glad. My mum said she's still got a son down to Joan.
Although she has to care for Phil, Joan couldn't be happier.
You know, if I could stay on this planet all my life with him, that would make me happy.
She's also determined to maintain her youthful image.
I like to have sexy style, very sexy, and I like them not to be for an older person. All the young stuff I like.
But having a 43F bust can make clothes shopping a real challenge.
It won't go up on the back, but it's nice on the front, isn't it?
I can't get that to go like even there because I can't get it to budge. It's going to rip it.
Now this would be something that I like. This.
Have you got a Gothic banquet coming up?
Have I?
I don't know, with a rake. I am not saying nothing. Where's your sword? And where's your army, Cleopatra?
Well, I like it. I know.
If you're going to the pub with me like that, tell you what, it'd be a punch-up.
Suppose people will always say, oh, you're too old to wear something like that. You leave them to the younger people. Well, I'm sorry, that's not the way I feel and how I need to have what I want. Obviously, I don't want to look like dressed as lamb because I wouldn't be like that. But if I can dress that way and it looks nice on me, fine, I will get it. Thank you. Bye.
Marilyn and William first met when he was just 16 and she was 45. Family, friends, and even people they don't know regularly voice their disapproval, so they often seek refuge in Brighton.
It feels like we don't get judged here, you know. They accept us as a couple.
Everyone seems to just go about their business, you know. I mean, yeah, you get the odd, you know, stop and stare people, you know, that's natural, but over here we feel like we're a lot freer because there's no one we know and they don't pry into our business.
But despite the occasional negative comments and glances, for these couples, love has conquered all, including age.
If I had to do it all again and end up with William, I would go through it all again.
Like if I was with somebody who's my own age, you know, you might have 50, 60 years together. But with Mike, I know obviously I'm not going to have 50, 60 years unless he does live till he's like 120.
I'm happy, I'm with him and we love each other and we're just making the most of it. And that's what life's about, really.
I love him to bits and we get on so well. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
Don't they?
Keep getting reminded.
When I met Kate, she read the palm of my hand and she said I had a long lifeline. So now I think I'm Peter Pan and I'll live forever, so we haven't got a problem of how it's going to go in the later life, have we?
I just can't think of being without Simon. He's the first thing I see in the morning and the last thing I see at night.
Yes, that's why she keeps having nightmares.